catchphrase. You'll find the answers to this and many more as we play television's most exciting new game, Catchphrase. And here's your host on Catchphrase, Art James.
Hi there. Welcome to Catchphrase. Well, you're going to have a lot of fun playing along with our contestants trying to solve these intriguing catchphrases. And some of our players could have a good time, too, because it's possible to win up to $75,000 in cash and prizes on the show. John, let's meet our players.
All right, first of all, returning champion with winnings so far of $8,100. She's a former deputy sheriff, originally from Inglewood, California. Let's greet Pat Ross.
You know, Pat, I'm sure as a law enforcement officer, you've been in physical danger at times, but how did you feel last time when you won the game? I know you were terrifically excited. Was there any fear involved with that, or just good feeling?
Absolute terror.
You're doing beautifully. Keep it up as we bring on your challenger, John.
Originally from Las Vegas, Nevada, he was once a page for the U.S. Senate. Say hello to Todd Manzi.
Hey, Todd. How are you? Todd, what was it like being a page in the Senate? Did you really get a glimpse into the workings of our American government?
Yeah, it was probably the most rewarding experience of my life. I think that's a fantastic program.
How do you get a job like that?
Luck. Lots of luck.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, I hope you have some of that and some skill here, too. Let's show you how things work around here. Our computer will animate popular catchphrases such as this one. Now, what do we see here? We see a steer who looks kind of like a bum to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, our catchphrase is bum steer. That's the way things are done. Now, each time one of you correctly identifies a toss-up catchphrase, we put money in the bank. Then we show you some of our super catchphrase. First player to solve the super catchphrase wins the money in the bank. And at the end of the show, the player with the most money wins the game and goes into our bonus round where we have big prizes. Todd, you're the challenger. You will establish the dollar value for the toss-up catchphrases in this round. You see our computer is randomly flashing various dollar amounts. When you feel lucky, hit that button, and let's see how much you come up with.
Well, the one in the middle looks good to me.
Well, next to it, $100. It's a good start. Players, word of caution, do not buzz in until you hear this sound. And with that, we say good luck. Our computer is now giving you your first toss-up catchphrase. Watch the screen.
Feather duster.
Yes, feather duster. Yes. You put $100 in the bank, and Pat, you get the first look at our super catchphrase, which is behind those 9 squares, which our computer is randomly flashing. You can stop the computer by hitting the button in front of you, and then we'll show you what's behind the square. There's your square. Here's what's behind it. Well, yes. All right. What's the arrow pointing to? What is it?
Diagonal direction.
No, not right. Pat and Todd, watch the screen for your next catchphrase. There's Herbie, our mascot. Yes, Pat.
My heart's in San Francisco.
Well, no, that's not the familiar catchphrase we're looking for, Todd.
How about I left my heart in San
I
Francisco?
left my heart in San Francisco. All right, Todd. Let's take a look at more of our super catchphrase.
How about the one in the middle?
Well, how about the upper right? Here we go. Here's what's behind it. Put the $200 in the bank, Todd. Do you know what it is?
I always wear button-down shirts.
Not right? And on we go with our next toss-up. Here it is. Todd.
The Thin Man.
Thin Man. You've got it. The bank is up to $300. Let's see more of that super catchphrase. Hit that button, Todd. Well, next to the middle square, watch this. For $300, Todd, do you know?
Windy seas, oh, windy, do I look good?
I tell you, he comes up with them, doesn't he? All right, Pat and Todd, watch the screen for your next toss-up. Yes, Pat.
Making up for lost time.
Yeah. $400 in the bank. All right, hit that button and let's see which square we will reveal for you, Pat. There it is. Take a look at this. Okay, Pat, for all the money in the bank, $400. What is it?
Lace-up boots?
Nope. On we go, Pat and Todd. Watch the screen. There's our mascot, Herbie. What's he up to? Yes, Pat.
Beating the odds.
All right, beat the odds, beating the odds. Pat will give you $500 if you solve the super catchphrase. Hit that button. There is your square. Let's show Pat what's behind it. Okay, Pat, for $500, do you know?
Soft leather shoe.
No. Stay with us, players. We're coming right back after these words. Watch. The first super catchphrase of the day has yet to be solved. There's $500 in the bank, and we're about to put more money in the bank with this next toss-up catchphrase. If you can get it, Pat and Todd, watch this.
Rainbow trout.
You've got it. Rainbow trout. $600 in the bank, Todd. Here we go. 4 squares left covering the super catchphrase. Hit the button. Let's see which one you uncover.
All right.
All right. Take a look at this, Todd. You've got 5 seconds before I ask for your answer. Yes, Todd. For the $600 in the bank?
A feather in my boot.
No, on we go, players. Watch the screen. Well, Todd, I'm afraid you buzzed in before that signal sounded. So, Pat, this means you get a free guess. What is this catchphrase?
Helping second.
Oh, no. We have a first helping. And our arrow is pointing at what audience? Second helping. All right, players, here we go with our next toss-up coming up. Watch this. Todd.
Would that be a yard dog?
Yard dog, you've got it. All right, Todd. You've also got $700 if you can solve the super catchphrase. Hit the button. Let's uncover one of those 3 remaining squares. All right, let's see what's behind this one. Todd, what does that all mean for $700?
How about shiny boots?
Nope. All right, Pat and Todd, here's your next toss-up coming up on the screen. Todd.
How about Foreign Legion?
Foreign Legion, yes. Very good. All right, Todd, the bank is up to $800. There are only 2 squares left. Let's see which one you get.
I'd love that middle one.
Well, we've got the one next to it. Now, you got 5 seconds to take a look at this, Todd. Todd, for all the money in the bank, what is it?
How about penny loafers, Art?
No, that is incorrect. Here we go, Pat and Todd. You're both in play as we give you your next catchphrase. Pat.
Princeton.
Princeton, yes. All right, Pat. You are the only one who's going to guess this super catchphrase. This is the last part of it. You've got 5 seconds. Here we go. Pat, for $900, what is it?
Shoe covers?
No. You know what? I think maybe they're too young to remember these things. These are indeed shoe covers, but they are called spats. So, ladies and gentlemen, our catchphrase is lovers that. All right, now we are taking this $900. We're carrying it over to the second round, which comes up right after this. What? Our players did not solve the super catchphrase in the first round, so we're taking the $900 in the bank then. carrying it over into our second round. But first, I would like to say that if a player manages to win 5 consecutive days on the show, that player wins a special prize, John.
For thrills on the water, a new boat. Rest and relaxation in fun-filled days on your very own luxury speedboat with its own convenient trailer. The Regal Medallion 185 Family Pleasure Boat. Great for skiing or day cruising. Comfort-oriented with lounge seats. Sleek, streamlined styling from Regal Marine Industries.
Keep that in mind, players, as we start the second round. Now, Todd, you're still challenger, so you will establish the dollar values of the toss-up catchphrases in this round. Now, as you can see, our computer is randomly flashing dollar amounts larger than in the first round, so let's see if you get lucky here.
Okay, lots of money.
$300. Very good. All right, players, get set. Our computer is about to animate your first toss-up catchphrase. Here it is. There is our mascot, Herb. Pat.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. Yes. All right, Pat. The bank is up to $1,200, and you get to see the first look at this super catchphrase. Hit the button first. And now let's reveal to Pat what's behind this square. What do you say, Pat?
Georgia Peach.
No. On we go. Todd and Pat, here is your next catchphrase. Pat.
St. Elsewhere.
Right again. All right, Pat. The bank is up to $1,500. Let's see more of the super catchphrase. Hit that button. There is your square. Here's what's behind it. Interesting clues, Pat, for $1,500. What do they mean to you?
Georgia on my mind.
Nope. You're both back in play. Here is your next catchphrase. Todd.
How about bulletproof vest?
That's it. You've got it. 1,800 in the bank. Todd, here's your first try at this super catchphrase. Hit the button when you're ready.
Okay.
And we'll show you what's behind this square. Watch. I don't know, he's got a certain look on his face. You know something, Todd, for $1,800?
I think I know it. I think it's Midnight Train to Georgia.
You are right! How about that? Did you kind of have a suspicion after she said Georgia?
You know, the second clue really gave it away.
Well, the clock really gave it to you. All right, the score is, Todd, you have $1,800. Comeback time for you, Pat. Now, as you can see, there are larger dollar amounts than in the previous 2 rounds. So let's see which one you get when you hit that button in front of you.
Get that middle one.
Yes! $500. You could pick up a lot of ground very quickly. All right, over to the screen players for your first catchphrase in this round. Right, spur of the moment. All right, here we go. $500 in the bank. And the first look at this super catchphrase. Hit that button, Pat. All right, this computer is stopped on that square. And here's what's behind it. All right, Pat, you want to take a guess?
Brown Derby.
No. On we go. You're both back in play. Here's your next catchphrase. There's Herbie. Pat.
Belly button.
Nope, that's not it. Todd.
How about tickle my belly button?
No. When you tickle somebody, what do? They laugh. So our catchphrase, everybody, is belly laugh. Moving on with your next toss-up. Here it comes. Well, okay, band member or member of the band, you've got it. 1,000 in the bank. Here's more of our super catchphrase coming into view after Pat hits the button. That establishes the square, and here's what's behind that square. Pat, for $1,000, do you know? No. Time's up anyway. Now, player, that signal means our time is up, and you're about to see all of the super catchphrase. The first player to guess it wins the $1,000 in the bank. Here it is. Todd.
Would that be bridge over troubled water?
Right. Well, Pat, no cash today, so with the $2,800, our new champ is Todd. Now, Pat, you played brilliantly yesterday. You're very vivacious. You're a great contestant. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Got a lot of nice prizes for you backstage. Thanks for being with us on Catchphrase.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Come on over here, Todd. In a moment, you will be going into the bonus round where we got prizes totaling many thousands of dollars, so stand by for that. We're coming right back. Watch. We're here with Todd Manzi. About to end the bonus round where we have prizes totaling over $16,000 for you. You picked up some nice cash along the way. I understand you've been married for about a year now.
Yeah.
So any immediate plans for the money?
Just spend it on extravagancies.
Extravagant. Well, all right. Let's see how extravagant you can get here. This is where you work, Todd. Now, as you can see on the screen, there are 25 lettered squares. There's a catchphrase behind every one of them. If you can solve 5 catchphrases in a straight line, Todd, as our computer is demonstrating, you will win this prize.
A player piano. It's a Schaefer & Sons player piano. Everything you demand from a contemporary quality piano, plus the incredible fun and nostalgia of an old-time player from Schaefer & Sons. And it's valued at $5,893.
Now, Todd, by design, we have made the catchphrase behind the letter M the most difficult of the 25. So if your 5 in a row happens to include that one, you will win this prize.
A Far East holiday for 4. A shopper's dream come true. You're off from Los Angeles with 3 shopping friends for a week to exciting Hong Kong. Dine at sumptuous and wonderful restaurants, and of course, shop and more shopping to your heart's content in one of the most exciting cities in the world. You and your guests will fly a round trip from Los Angeles to Hong Kong via Northwest Orient Airlines in the comfort of their 747 Giant jet carrier from Northwest Orient. A Hong Kong holiday valued at $10,680.
Now, you spoke of extravagances. That would be a great shopping trip in addition to being just a great trip in itself. However, Todd, you only have 60 seconds, right? So if you have trouble with the catchphrase, you can always pass it and come back to it later. With that, we say good luck. Your time starts when you call your first letter. When you're ready, let's go, Todd.
Great. Sounds like a lot of fun. Q.
Q.
Boiler. Double boiler.
Great. Okay, next. M.
World. Earth. It's the Earth. It's the world. Stars. Milky Way. Heart over the world. Knot over the world. World under the knot. Still going. Flag. Astro. Astrology sign. Astrology knot. Path.
All right, next.
L.
L.
Night. 2 nights. Second night show. Late night show. Double night show. Path.
Next.
R.
R.
The art state. State of the art.
State of the art. Okay.
F. Buster, running on Buster. Over Buster, running, dusting. What's he doing, Herbie? Herbie, what are you doing up there on Buster? Buster, half. Next. U.
Oh, I'm sorry, your time's up. I didn't get 5 in a row. Let's go back and take a look at the ones that you did not get. Now, behind L, you said double night, but how about if you said tonight? Tonight show. Behind M, that was a knot above the earth, but the knot was labeled Astro, so astronaut is what we were going for. And behind S, Herbie was dusting. Dustbusters is what we wanted. All right, Todd, but you did get 2 and a $200. That's $400, which is not bad. Come back down here. I'm happy to announce, Todd, that you've made a very nice debut on the show. Your cash winnings total $3,200. And best of all, you'll be back next time. See you next time, everybody, right here on Cash Phrase. Bye-bye.
News events of all time. Stay tuned now for Headline Chasers next year on Channel 7.
For a chance to win a catchphrase T-shirt, send us your favorite catchphrase on a postcard. Be sure to use a postcard. And be sure to include your T-shirt size. Send it to Catchphrase, P.O. Box 48859, Los Angeles, California, 90048.